trying to go to dinner, and I've asked these people several times to get away from me.
Please step to the side.
Why is she acting like a Karen? This is a little bit of Karen behavior, Chappell. Like, I'm pretty sure it would be just quicker to go. Keep walking.
Step.
Chat, welcome back to a new video. Today we're watching a video from Kayla Says called The Chappell Roan Controversy Explained. I've seen a little bit about it, cause girl, her security be messy. But I think this was made like 2 days ago, but let's get straight into it. Go like the original creator's video. Let's go.
March 21st, 2026. Brazilian footballer Jorginho posts... Wait, why is it so hard to find an actual pronouncer of this guy's name? Hold on, I need to ask my Brazilian coworker. Brazilian footballer Jorginho posts the following...
Jorginho? I think it's Jorginho. No?
Following anecdote on his Instagram story. I went through a very upsetting situation with my family earlier today. My wife is in Sao Paulo for Lollapalooza. This morning, my daughter woke up incredibly excited. She even made a sign because she was so happy to see an artist she really admires, or used to admire, Chappell Roan.
Ooh, that used to admire. Good job putting that in there.
By coincidence, they're staying at the same hotel as this artist. During breakfast, the artist walked past their table. My daughter, like any child, recognized her, got excited, and just wanted to make sure it was really her. And the worst part is she didn't even approach her. She simply walked past the singer's table, looked to confirm it was her, smiled, and went back to sit with her mom. She didn't say anything, didn't ask for anything. What happened next was completely disproportionate. A large security guard came over to their table while they were still having breakfast and began speaking in an extremely aggressive manner to both my wife and my daughter, saying that she shouldn't allow my daughter to disrespect or harass other people.
Mind you, how is it harassing someone if you just smile at them or walk by? Like, what's it to you? She could be looking at someone behind you and you're sending your security after them. Be real. Be for real.
Honestly, I don't know at what point simply walking past a table and looking to see if someone is there can be considered harassment.
Agree, 100%.
He even said he would file a complaint against them with the hotel while my 11-year-old daughter was sitting there in tears.
About a child? Your security did this to a child?
My daughter was extremely shaken and cried a lot. I've lived with football, public exposure, and well-known people for many years, and I understand very well what respect and boundaries are. What happened there was not that. It was just a child admiring someone. It's sad to see this kind of treatment coming from those who should understand the importance of fans. At the end of the day, they are the ones who build all of this. I sincerely hope this serves as a moment of reflection. No one should have to go through this, especially not a child.
That's disgusting that her security just felt like they could do that to a child. Like, it's one thing to go over and say, oh, not even. You don't go over to a table with a child and their mother and say that. She didn't do anything. Like, I understand if she went over there, like, multiple times, but it says she just went back once to double check that it was her. Wild.
At Chappell Roan, without your fans, you would be nothing, and to the fans, she does not deserve your affection. All hell breaks loose. The boring Twitter gays fire off lukewarm takes about how Chappell Roan hates being famous. Even her most diehard fans up until this point tweet that they can't handle an interaction this unbecoming toward a little girl. And the mayor of, does that say the mayor of Rio, Brazil? The mayor of Rio, Brazil.
Oh my god, I saw this tweet. That's wild that he said this, by the way.
Still gets involved. I mean that as long as I'm in charge of our city, this young lady, Chappell Roan, will never perform at Todo Mundo no Rio. I doubt that Shakira would do that. By the way, your little one is already the guest of honor from the organization in May. We're going to get to the other side of the story here in a moment, but while all of this is remarkably overdramatic and stupid, I'm not surprised that the backlash was this swift or aggressive. Chappell Roan has long been criticized for having stricter boundaries with fans than the average famous person. She doesn't typically like being approached or taking pictures, and she recently had another altercation with the paparazzi in Paris.
Wait, what? Yo, she be going after the paps all the time. But then again, the Paris ones, I can't blame her because what they did to Princess Diana.
So I'm just trying to go to dinner, And I've asked these people several times to get away from me.
Please step to the side.
Why is she acting like a Karen? This is a little bit of Karen behavior, Chappell. Like, I'm pretty sure it would be just quicker to go. Keep walking.
Step to the
This
side.
person I've asked several times
Step to the side,
to
please.
go away, and they will not. They're hiding their face because they're ashamed. Because I've asked them. These are all the people that are
Can you sign?
Hi, Chappell.
completely disregarding all of my
I first step to
boundaries.
see you, Chappell.
Like, yes, you have boundaries, but you're also in a public place with your security. You could just walk away. You don't have to sit there and record and make it into like a fiasco. But that's just my opinion.
My first
This
step to
is,
see you.
then go away.
Happy to see you.
So I want all of you, I'm
Love you
asking
too.
you kindly to please leave me alone
Yeah, no
and
problem.
Yeah,
stop
sure.
Yes.
following me.
Can you
No
give us
problem.
something nice?
Can
Then
you
we
just
go
sign,
home.
Thank you.
If they are following her, they absolutely should not. Like, if she says leave her alone one time, please just leave her alone. Like, just walk away. Both of them just need to walk away.
No, I'm not gonna sign.
No,
Thank you so much.
please.
So
no
this
problem.
is
You
what
have
it's
your
like
choice, yeah.
if you're wondering how it is.
And when you
So I think this was a powder keg waiting to explode. Oftentimes, people wait in the wings for someone they don't vibe with to do something objectively wrong, and this seems pretty shitty if you are only hearing half the story. And the dramatics and narrative escalation didn't help either, with posts like, "The most insane part is that she's actually his stepdaughter and her biological father is Jude Law. Chappell Roan's bodyguard made..."
Like, you don't need to post this. Honestly. Like, what does the kid being Jude Law's have to do with anything? Like, if anything, her security should not be approaching the children and the parent. Maybe go to the hotel staff, or maybe don't eat out in a public place. Like, yes, do you want to enjoy a restaurant? But you're famous. What do you expect? People are going to look at you. Are they not allowed to look at you when you're sitting across the room?
made Jude Law's 11-year-old daughter cry for looking at her, and yes, the kid in question is in fact Jude Law's daughter. Or posts like this, a fake Instagram story attributed to Chappell Roan justifying the alleged interaction, which I'm sure hits really hard if you have the IQ of a fucking cheese grater.
That's wild. If you ever see something like that, double check, go to their Instagram. It's probably not there half the time.
I'm going to do a dramatic reading of this just to emphasize that anyone who read it and thought it was real is a moron. Yes, that includes you, the girl reading this. And then I'll play Chappell's actual real response and explanation. I have seen the recent backlash and I have been receiving a lot of messages about the situation. I want to
Right.
start by
I'm not gonna
saying
sit
that I
through
have
her
always
reading
been
that,
very
'cause
clear
it's
about.
like-
Respectfully, please understand that boundaries are not personal. They are necessary.
I'm just gonna tell my half of the story of what happened today with a mother and child who were involved with a security guard who is not my personal security. I didn't even see a woman and a child. Like, no one came up to me. No one bothered me. Like, I was just sitting at breakfast in my hotel. I think these people were staying at the hotel as well. So the fact that, like, a security guard I did not ask the security guard to go up and talk to this mother and child. They did not come up to me. They weren't doing anything. It's unfair for
I don't like how she's smiling. Just of a note.
security to just assume someone doesn't have good intentions when they have no reason to believe because there's no action even taken. Like, I do not hate people who are fans of my music. I do not hate children. Like, that is crazy. I'm sorry to the mother and child that someone was assuming something, that you would do something, and that if you felt uncomfortable.
No, we're not gonna say that. If you felt uncomfortable, someone who obviously was probably assigned to her by maybe the hotel or some event staff, in her name, obviously went up to them. And they have a right to be upset. Like, this poor kid just wanted to see Chappell Roan. And then this bodyguard goes over to their table and berates them.
Makes me really sad. You did not deserve that.
Since Chappell's side of the story has been made public, we've gotten two main updates here. One being that the girl was able to meet Louis Capaldi at some other meet and greet event, I guess.
Slay.
And the mom of the kid posted a 6-minute clip that I won't play all of, but here's the vibe.
I know that Chappell has responded saying that it wasn't it wasn't her security and that she didn't do it. So 100% this security guard was not a security guard of the hotel. That's what I can say. He looks after artists. So I don't know if it was her personal security guard, but he was with her. So that is all I know. Did she send him to do it? Again, I don't know. Look, I would like to hope not, but at the same time, I think that you have a responsibility when you are a celebrity to make sure, I guess, that the people that work for you and that act on your behalf are acting on your behalf.
100%.
She goes on to recap the story similar to the dad's perspective and then continues to like little snarky comments about how Chappell was way out of line here. Which is totally not just a bid to make her feel bad and get free stuff. No, definitely not. She's definitely not trying to get free stuff. Alright, look, I've made a lot of videos about this lady.
That's a weird comment about her saying she wants free stuff, but we'll continue.
I think it's safe to say that at this point, either you fuck with her or you don't. You find her personality or her behavior or her attitude endearing, or you find it grating and off-putting and you don't fuck with it.
For me, it's a combination of the both. Do I love that she tells off paparazzi for acting like fools? Yes. But then there's stuff like this where I'm like, really? He may not have been your security guard, but he did something in your name that obviously should not have happened and birded an 11-year-old. Mind you, a child.
Either way, I think that's fine. Your opinion is your opinion. Your mind is likely made up at this point, given everything that has happened thus far. I am not asking you to change your opinion about Chappell Roan. I'm not saying that you have to like her all of a sudden if you don't like her and you find her annoying. Sometimes you're just gonna find famous people annoying. That is how it is. And
She's very right about that.
if you listen to this story from the perspective of the footballer who posted about it and you were like, wow, that reaffirms my worldview about this person that I already don't like, I kind of get it. However, what I am asking you to do, for your own self-preservation, for your own survival in this new digital age, is to be smarter. You have to get better at this. What do I mean? I mean that we live in an era where anybody, doesn't have to be a famous person, can just post their own perspective and view and side of a story on social media, and if the person on the receiving end of that is not quick enough to respond to get a counter narrative out there, that narrative is often the one that just takes hold unchecked. Not to mention the fact that the fake stuff also plays a huge role in this. If you thought I was being rude when I said that you were kind of dumb if you fell for the fake Chappell Roan Instagram story, like, I get it. That might be a little hard to hear.
Definitely would not have fell for that because I double check everything. I will definitely go to her Instagram and see if that's what she said. But then again, most people don't. They see something and they just believe it. So I understand where she's coming from.
And also, if you've been burned by an AI, generated piece of video or a fake post in the past, like, it happens to the best of us. However, in this case, if you take more than a minute to just, scan it and you read what it says, you see the line, "I don't play about my breakfast," you have to know that's fake. I'm sorry, you just have to. You have to take a look at things with a critical eye for more than just 10 seconds of scanning it and deciding that it's fact. Because no one's going to hold your hand and do that for you anymore. You have to assume that a lot of the people on these platforms making content are doing so because they are incentivized by monetization and engagement and rage bait, or they just have straight up malicious intent.
It's very true. I think that's all she has, but yeah, Chappell, I don't know how to feel about her sometimes. Sometimes she's very endearing, and then other times I'm like, ooh, bestie, that's not it. Like that clip she showed of her with the paparazzi, I was like, ooh, that doesn't have good optics. Like, it looks like you're a Karen, but I can understand the paparazzi are definitely annoying, a pain in the butt, but the poor kid got yelled at, or berated. We don't know if she got yelled at, but she got berated by security, which honestly should not have happened. And hopefully everything's all hunky-dory with her, but that's horrible for her to go through. But thank you guys for watching. Go like the original creators video. Bye-bye.